Telephone Conversation by Wole Soyinka. Wole Soyinka is a Nigerian playwright, novelist, poet, and essayist in the English language. Awarded the 1986 Nobel Prize in Literature, he is noted for his broad cultural perspective and poetic themes, the first sub Saharan African to be honored in that category. A strong critic of oppressive governments, Soyinka's activism included a dramatic protest against Nigeria's regional elections in 1965, resulting in his imprisonment. He has held teaching programs in Nigeria, the US, and Europe and received numerous accolades for his contributions to literature and human rights. Telephone Conversation is a 1963 poem by him that satires racism. The poem describes a phone call between a landlady and speaker who is black about renting an apartment. The landlady is pleasant until she learns that speaker is African, at which point she demands to know how light or dark the speaker's skin is. In response, the speaker cleverly mocks the landlady's ignorance and prejudice, demonstrating the characterizing people by their skin color diminishes their humanity. It seemed like a good price and the location was fine. The landlady promised that she didn't live in the building. The only thing left was to confess something important about myself. Ma'am, I want the landlady. I don't want to waste a trip over there. Just so you know, I'm black. There was silence on phone. In that silence, I could hear the tension between landlady's prejudice and her manners. When she finally spoke, she sounded like the kind of person who would be wearing a thick smear of lipstick and have long gold-coated cigarette holder in her mouth. Now I was struck in a terrible position. How dark are you? She asked bluntly. It took me a second to realize that I hadn't misheard her. She repeated, are you light skinned or very dark skinned? It was like she was asking me something as simple as choosing between button A and button B on the phone booth to make a call or to return my coins. I could smell her rancid breath hiding beneath her polite speech. I took stock of my surroundings. A red phone booth, a red mailbox, a red double decker bus, its tires squelching through the hot asphalt. So, this kind of thing actually happens. Feeling ashamed at my rude silence, I gave in and asked, utterly confused and shocked for clarification. She was nice enough to swap around the order of words in the question. Are you dark skinned? She asked, or very light. Finally, it made sense. I replied, are you asking if my skin is the color of regular chocolate or milk chocolate? Her confirmation was detached and formal, devastating in how thoughtless and impersonal she sounded. I quickly changed my tactic and chose an answer. My skin color is West African sepia, and then, as an afterthought, added, as at least it is in my passport. Then there was a silence again, as she imagined all the possible colors I might be referring to, but then her true feelings took over and she spoke harshly into the phone. What is that? She asked, admitting I don't know what that is. It's a brunette color, I told her. That's pretty dark, isn't it? She asked. Not entirely, I replied. My face is brunette, but you should see the rest of my body, ma'am. My palms and soles of the feet are the color of bleached blonde hair. Unfortunately, ma'am, all the friction from sitting down has made my bottom as black as a raven. Wait, hang on for a moment, ma'am, I said, sensing that she was about to slam down the phone. Ma'am, I begged, don't you want to see for yourself?